I'm gonna do the ruins again. My tummy is feeling a lot better. 'Cause I know I'm being heard. I scare people. Maybe I should have somebody mod my channel and give out wrenches to help me. First ruin. I look at this now and it is. Giants living in the mountains. Right, Mr. Baldwin? On my last video, I put facts of the Hell Hunt. Anybody notice how many subscribers that man has? Who has military scientists coming in and telling their story, what they met, what their intuition saved them from being killed. I want to tell you, sir, facts of the Hell Hunt. You allowed me to know that when I was about 5 years old, I fell in a river on an Indian reservation where there was a powwow. And something saved me for a couple of days. Or who knows how long. But it saved me because I was a hearing impaired child, recently found out that I'm dyslexic because my daughter is. Right, my darling? And my son is a huge redhead built like a bear. So I think I'm going to trust big guys that look like bears, right, Grippy? Maybe we need a bunch of bears. Maybe I need my football team to start commenting on my lives. But I won't intrude on their life. But I know a bunch of those bears are going to make my sweat lodge, right, guys? Because when you come in my house, I know your purpose. And whatever happened at Darian Brown, right? This is for Darian Brown now. Just like Kiki Camarena. Kiki Camarena was murdered and Benny Keys put a murder on him. Right, people? Right, people? On the other side, it's the red foot of my ancestry that's telling me my grandfather, right, Mr. Shipley, was a code talker. Right, Mr. Shipley? That's why he never came back. To my mom and his 3 children, right, Mr. Shipley? He was a code talker, right, sir? Because my grandfather was alive at the time when code talkers were needed, sir. So again, I say my grandfather's last name was Hall. And I will put a seal tattoo on my body. And you try to get me to take it off. Second ruin. Right? Everybody that saw these ruins, it was meant for Steve. But I think of it now as the flying carpet. when my husband would pick up our son, who's a redhead, like I say, and was probably around the same age Cash was murdered, or an accident happened and they covered it up. Because that house, right, sir, Mr. Walker, that house where Cash was taken from, right, Mr. John Crimes, right, Mr. John Q, who put my name up on his page saying, yeah, I heard you way back when in AB's chat, right, Mr. John Q, saying they took the baby out of the crime scene because, like, it's all up in the cloud, right? I said this long ago. And Benny Keys put a murder on Darian Brown because Benny Keys is a drug dealer and he grew up in that neighborhood. He told you guys, and he knew Monica before we knew who Monica was. So Monica, my voice is going to drive you insane because everything's in the cloud. And why do you think again? The ex of Benny Keys knew who and what Benny Keys was. That's why she never went to Lacey's funeral. Because at that point, or even before it, she filed for a divorce. Because fire, she felt the fire in her body that her husband, ex-husband, Benny Keys, set up a murder, right? Right, my girl? Benny Keys set up Darian Brown. RCMP, contact the FBI because you know who I am and I know what Benny Keys. See? It's a heartbeat going on the video because it's my police officers that passed on have left something like Comey to say if Kimmy Craig ever says help me, believe in her. Because remember, police saw me run out of the back of a room where no one was with a flower handprint on my ass. As I said, something touched me in there. Something entered my body. And I see evil. Benny Keys, see this fist? That's me punching out your pearly whites. From all the way in Canada. And the police officer that I had said when this guy tried to charge me for assaulting his vehicle. I looked at the judge and I said, no, if I wanted to hit something. And I told that nice police officer, I wanted to hit him. And the police officer said, you can't do that. I said, oh yeah. He goes, that's a threat. And I said, oh yeah, that's a promise. So from Canada Benny Keys put a murder on Darian Brown. Right? Right, my police officers? Get him out of jail. And get Benny Keys in jail because he was having sex with Monica. And Monica was probably pregnant with Darian's baby. Right, people? Because the father, when he read his statement wherever the fuck he was, knew what happened to him, knew what happened to Cash, knew everything because, again, Benny Keys is really good at fucking around with tapes because maybe Benny Keys knows a lot more than what we all were told, right? Right, the ex of Benny Keys and the mother of that beautiful young man that I'm so grateful looks like his mother. Right, Mama? Mama? The little boy who bit donuts into my heart. I know you're watching me, darling. I give you strength because you told the world as Benny Keys was on live. I don't know why she did it today. She did it today to show the world. Thumbs down to Benny Keys. Because I see you. She's seen you. And everybody will see you in your chats. All your people in there exposing them who they are. And more people are saying, because Benny Keys isn't watching. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, Benny Keys? Because I keep going, rewatching your lives. And it's not just me saying you're a fucking asshole and spinning hate, going after Lizzie. Look at the videos when you used to say, Lizzie, you're my best friend. I love you, I love you, I love you. Yeah, you said that to your son, your wife, ex-wife, your sister. Yep. The dog is following you. The dog soul's following you. Right? You're going to be jonesing for cash and drug money. Because the law enforcement, right, Duty Ron? This isn't acceptable, right, Duty Ron? Because I'm going to take your money away from your channels until you get Benny Keys offline. Because that's fucked up. Right? Come on, Duty Ron. Wake up my fucking children. And Dr. Phil out there, I want you guys to look at what this fucking guy's doing. Wake up my children, wake up my children. You sent a little girl to a place of horrors, Dr. Phil. 14 minutes and I can say, you're all fucking making money, Dr. Phil. Bye-bye, bye.